As relatives grieve in the background, the police interview a family friend. He was last to see the couple whose bodies have just been found in their home.
I'm used to checking on, I always pop in. Because they wanted this weekend, Easter weekend. Just left them to it.
This man killed an elderly couple by poisoning them with fentanyl. Please watch the rest of the video to find out why. A man has been found guilty of murdering a married couple he worked for by drugging them both with the opioid painkiller fentanyl. Stephen Baxter, age 61, and his wife Carol, age 64, were found dead at their home in West Mercia, Essex, in April 2023. Before poisoning the couple, Luke DeWitt, age 34, had rewritten the couple's will so he could seize control of their businesses after their deaths. The trial heard that DeWitt had actually poisoned Mr and Mrs Baxter by lacing their medication with fentanyl to benefit financially from their deaths. He first met the Baxters between 2012 and 2013 after he was asked to build a website for their shower mat company, Saj Splash. Over the years, he became more involved in the family's life, and he was helping Mrs Baxter manage her thyroid condition, Hashimoto's disease. The couple's daughter, Ellie, age 22, said her parents became irritated that DeWitt was so frequently at their home, and they thought that the computer science graduate was nerdy and weird. It's now known that DeWitt had 80 electronic devices, and some of them have been used to create more than 20 false personalities to manipulate Mrs Baxter, and also at times Mr Baxter. Chillingly, DeWitt actually posed as a doctor on one of the devices and offered their advice with no clinical basis, whilst also pretending to be a fellow Hashimoto's disease sufferer. Sadly, Mrs Baxter's daughter Ellie said that, "I think mum got a bit desperate and she got to a point where she would do anything to get better." Once police confiscated DeWitt's phone, they found that he had been practicing a woman's voice in order to further fool Mrs Baxter into one of his elaborate scams. I will now play this recording as well as footage surrounding his arrest. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi Carol, it's Jenny. It's Cheryl's sister. Yes, oh, so nice to finally speak to you after all these messages we've been doing.
He created over...
I got home just before 8, so that's when I left.
As relatives grieve in the background, the police interview a family friend. He was last to see the couple whose bodies have just been found in their home.
I'm used to checking on, I always pop in. Because they wanted this weekend, Easter weekend. Just left them to it.
Security cameras captured DeWitt leaving their home on Good Friday last year. 2 days later, they were found dead in the conservatory. Police initially thought they may have been overcome by carbon monoxide fumes, but tests revealed they'd been killed with fentanyl.
Luke, the reason we're here today, mate, is I'm going to have to arrest you, mate, all right? And that's on suspicion of murder.
Fentanyl patches were found in his workplace after his arrest. He said they'd been used to treat his late father. But as detectives delved into his background, they discovered DeWitt had created fake characters to fool the couple.
The couple's daughter, Miss Baxter, arrived at the property on Easter Sunday and found her parents dead inside the conservatory. The screams you could hear from the previous videos were actually hers. In a statement following DeWitt's conviction, Miss Baxter went on to add that, "My mum and dad are dead, but they didn't just die. They were taken from me and my young children. My mum lost her freedom, her will, her ability to function 2 years prior to her murder due to her illness. An illness no one could help with or understand because it was contrived by Luke DeWitt." Harry Baxter, Mr and Mrs Baxter's son, said the family's lives would be forever punctured by the gravity of DeWitt's actions. Luke DeWitt is due to be sentenced later this year. I'd like to offer my condolences to the Baxter family. I sincerely hope something like this never ever happens again. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe as it really helps the growth of the channel.